This is more of a case of three people coming together for the betterment of a child despite DHS. I mean, when they came and gave us the baby, we didn't ask them. You know, we figured DHS was on the up and up, and they knew what they were doing. And okay, well, let's do this. You know.
It's a mess.
It's a mess, and on the other hand, it's a miracle that it's worked out as well as it has.
They called for DHS to come in, and they could not prove with paperwork that she had signed a service agreement. And what the caseworker had said was they had filled one out on a legal pad.
Yeah.
And that she had signed the legal pad, but never came back to sign the
legal binding agreement.
Because there was a copy of the service agreement, but it wasn't signed.
Celeste showed up for for Schlogel's the Chancery Court
and said, "I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
well,
know."
I thought we did that. Well, somebody must have done it. That was our answers to Schlogel.
Yeah.
I was beyond livid at that point when the lady that's supposed to be there. I don't want to say helping us, but they're for the interest of David, saying, "Well, I don't know. I thought we did that paperwork." Very nonchalant, very.
If she had the paperwork, we would have gone. Darlene would have been part of his life at all. Durable legal custody.
Legal custody, which is short of an adoption, but it also alleviates DHS from anything.
Yeah, they stepped out of
They
it at
step
that.
out of it.
We wanted permanency, yes, but looking back on it, the DHS worker was pushing for us to do durable custody
At the time, we didn't realize that's what we were being pushed to do.
And so she said, well, you know, there's this.
If you do durable legal
if
custody,
you do durable legal custody, then he'll be
Yours, and then later on we can go
later on we can go
and
for
on our
adoption,
own and do our adoption, kind of like.
which basically alleviated DHS of David's.
Maybe they realized that the TPR wasn't gonna happen.
Or they didn't want to.
I don't know.
We were pushed by DHS some ways. I think Darlene was pushed some ways legally. Nobody really knew what, you know. I mean, hey, some of it can be blamed on us that I'm doing research, I guess. But she gave him visitation, and first it was a supervised visitation there at the DHS office for a couple hours, and then we worked up to supervisor, a Saturday 4 hours at the park or whatnot. And then it's evolved to she gets him every other weekend and a month in the summer.
In the beginning, it was really hard.
It was hard for him.
Because he couldn't understand why we're forcing him to do this. And, he's better now about it. He didn't know who they were.
They were our friends. We're going to go to the park with our friends today. At the little duck pond beside by the train depot in Bay St. Louis is where we did our thing. David, we're going to go hang out with some new friends today. So he was introduced as friends. David Sr., Darlene was there, DJ and David, and we would talk to Darlene and David Sr., and the kids would play, and we'd watch them play, and that's how it was introduced. They were friends. But a 6, 7, 8-year-old, they don't understand exactly.
Right.
He, like I said, going over to Darlene's for the first little bit was punishment. Couldn't understand how we couldn't fix this, Told him that other people are making the rules right now, and we need to go by their rules. And he said, well, let me talk to the other people. I want to tell the other people that I don't want to go.
So we worked out the whole visitation thing with them. And we worked up to overnight visits and then weekend visits and all this stuff. And this is over years. And then we were served with papers from her saying that she wanted full custody. It was kind of like out of the blue. It was heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because we've been very careful about not putting her down or anything because we don't want him to
be afraid.
Yeah.
What's amazing about this is we've never, even as of today, as far as I know, have never been handed papers from a court saying that she has visitation.
We've done everything we can, and she has too, to be cordial. Because the worst thing we can do is make it difficult for David.
Right.
You know,
She called mom and dad,
us.
and
Darlene is Darlene. I mean, you know DJ's his brother. He's got other brothers and sisters that we're, barely met,
Yeah.
sounds like she really wants what's best for him.
Yeah.
And I think she does. I think she does, and that's what she said. She's got no intention on trying to take him away from us. She
Yeah.
knows that wouldn't be good for him, wouldn't be good for us, wouldn't be good for Shaylin, our biological daughter. That's her brother as far as she knows.
Yeah. It's just, something that, you bring a baby home, and we didn't realize what it was going to be like. But then again, he's my son, and we automatically bonded.
Yeah.
It,
Accepted him for everything he had and everything he
Yeah.
was.
and it's worked out. It really has worked out. But you can't think of all the heartache and the money for lawyers and everything that we've been through. We changed his diapers. We
Went through DTs. We set up with when he had the colic. He got colic. We set up with him. I mean, you go through all that kind of stuff. I mean, people do. Well, they might go through DTs with their baby, but I mean, there's certainly that bonding time. And here you keep being told, "Oh, he's yours. He's yours. Let's just do the paperwork. Let's go through the process." And here we are, 9 years later, just now finalizing some of it. So it's terribly emotionally draining.
I mean, I know he's Darlene's son too, but he's my son too. And nothing anybody says or does is going to change that.